My country, with tantalizing hanging gardens of the northeast, the little crack claw Gujarati hills, the south diving deep into the ocean, and Kashmir with its crown. With a population of more than 133 crore, my country is known for its unity in diversity and harbinger of peace and harmony despite its diversity. But I feel sad to stand here and oppose today's topic where a parameter has been marked for protecting something which is inherent in the concept of a country called India. Good afternoon, honorable jury, distinguished guests, and my dear friends. I, as the Executive REENA from CISF, will be speaking against emotion. When we talk of existing legal frameworks and institutions, in India we have a long list. In fact, India traces back its history to the Vedic ages, Bronze Age and Indus Valley civilization, which is about 3000 BCE old. The great epics such as the Ramayana, Mahabharata and Upanishad portrays the rule of law superior to all. Continuous Arthashastra and Manusmriti prioritize the well-being of subject to that of the ruler. Honorable jury, following these are the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, framing of Indian Constitution, the fundamental rights in it, framing of IPC, CRPC, Indian Evidence Act, NHRC, last but not the least, National Human Rights Commission, doing away with Article 370, 35A, doing away with triple talaq, and implementing death penalty for the child abusers, and many more in the queue. Considering these, it is almost ironical that despite the existence of so many legal framework and institutions, crime rates in India have not come to a halt. Even though the world's largest sovereign, socially secular democratic republic, human rights in India is still a complicated issue due to the country's large size and population, widespread poverty and lack of proper education and diverse culture. Honorable jury, let me ask my worthy opponents that if we have sufficient legal framework and institutions in India, then could you please justify the abuse of 34 girls in Shadar House of Bihar? What about the mob lynching that started off in Nagaland and spreading to the other parts of the country like an epidemic and claiming lives in Assam, Bihar, Rajasthan, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh and Jharkhand? Honorable jury, 16-page charge sheet. That's not a joke, my dear friends. Did we have Section 351 and 354 of IPC and Section 3 and 4 of POCSO that it took so long to provide justice? My dear friends, had we had enough of the legal framework and institutions, the crimes such as rape, murder, mob lynching, custodial deaths, fake encounters would not have reappeared. Nearly 7 years after the Nirbhaya tragedy shook India and the world, the Unnao cases revived the scars. Honorable jury, it is not a coincidence that a poor girl is raped. The state machinery doesn't help her. Her father arrested with false charges and dies in police custody. The car carrying her lawyer and her witness rammed by a truck. Can you still justify that we have had enough? Honorable jury, apart from this, even the elite forces of our country are no exception. History is full of high-mindedness of the security forces. Every single page portrays the alienation of the local population in the states of Northeast, red corridors in Jammu and Kashmir, leading to hesitations of common men. My worthy opponents gave eloquent statistics about the sufficient existence of legal framework and institutions in India. If that is the case, then could you please justify the killing of 10 people in a stop in Manipur? Why was Manorama Devi riddled with 17 bullets during her private parts? Why was Ranveer Singh Sanjeev Singh encountered in cold blood? Why was S. Nambinarayanan, an aerospace engineer, dismissed and arrested with false charge? Why was Operation Bluebird launched to genocide the Naga public under the cover of recovering the illegal arms and ammunition? And why was Rom Sharmila arrested after being released from 14 long years of confinement? Honorable jury, apart from these, there are hundreds and thousands of cases that have never been reported. And it is a strange fact that even after 73 years of independence, we have not been able to learn to deal with another human being. We fumble, we deter, we fail to see what is happening, we fail to see the rising tension, we panic. My dear friends, I do not say that the existing legal framework and institutions in India are inefficient, but the need of the hour is to realize the true meaning of unity and diversity, to realize liberty and equality of every individual, to develop tolerance and patience towards each other, to adopt more and more new rules, to adopt more and more fast-track courts, to increase the investigation power of the institutions. We must learn to hear the voice of the dissent. We must learn to respect the rights of the people, to see the changes in the society. And we must remember that human rights are not given as an act of charity. They were long before we were and would be long after we are gone. In essence of humanity, we would be nothing more than a bunch of animals struggling for our day-to-day survival. Let me wind up by quoting Manu. Justice being violated,